What's up, everyone? Dave of Daveland here, and we are 72 boxing in EverQuest, a local installed EQ emulator, and we are in Veeshan's Peak 1.0, and we're gonna try to do Xygoz. And I noticed looking up Zygoz's stats, and this is my first time ever trying him, so I might wipe. He has a silence, so I have my clerics kind of hiding back here, and I'm gonna try to fight him right by this thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna zone into Skyfire. I think if I click that thing, I'm gonna be in trouble. I also don't know. I know the heals are supposed to go through the walls, but I've had issues with line of sight and healing on certain healing spells. So we're gonna see what happens when I pull Xygoz. But let's just talk about the raid for a second. So we are 72 level 60 characters, all with our epic 1.0s. We have no AAs because we are in the Kunark expansion. I have 3 tank groups, 4 caster groups, and 5 melee groups, kind of strategically set up in a way that I have as much effectiveness as I can. That being said, my buff routines aren't perfect and my spell routines aren't perfect. As much as some people feel that botting is as simple as turning it on, hitting the go button, like my engage button right here. It's actually very complicated setting up a team, a raid team. There's a lot that goes into setting up the macros and making sure everything works okay. I've had videos where I kind of show my macros and I'll just kind of go into it real quick. There is a lot that goes into setting these things up, and because of that, they don't always work. Like for example, I have this thing, Talisman of Epiration, on my Shaman, and they're not casting it for whatever reason. I don't even think they're casting Talisman of the Brute. I feel like there's something wrong in my Shaman routine that is causing them to not cast all of their buffs. So you get issues like that. I just haven't had time to debug it. So you get issues like that when you're setting up macros and they don't work, and then things don't go as smoothly as you'd like. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to go to Xygoz. And Xygoz, this is 1.0 Xygoz, not 2.0 Xygoz. He's level 65. He has 144,500 health. He can hit for up to 1,019 damage. He quads 4 times in a row. He attacks every 2 seconds. And he flurries. So he can actually attack up to 6 times in a row, which means if he were to hit for max damage 6 times in a row, which he probably won't due to AC and blocking and not blocking, parrying and dodging. But if you were to hit for max damage 6 times in a row, he'd kill you. Your tank would be dead, unless you were under defensive, which then you'd be okay. Same with the minimum damage. Even the minimum damage 6 times in a row it wouldn't kill you in one hit, but it would hurt. It would hurt. So we just have to be mindful of our armor class and that we're under defensive the whole fight. At least in Kunark here. He's slowable, which will make it much easier once we land it. His resist fairly low. Don't need any kind of special like lure magic or worry too much about like landing debuffs. He might have some trouble at first, but once we get the the resist debuffs on him, he should be fine. His breath attack, his AoE, is mesmerizing breath. That's the silence we're talking about. It lasts for 3 ticks, and he uses it every 12 seconds. So essentially, it's every 2 ticks. He uses it for 3 ticks, so it will always be up if it's not resisted, which is why we are hiding the clerics. And I suspect that my casters won't be fighting this fight. This might be a melee fight. We'll see. We will see what happens. Like I said, never done this fight. I've done this fight on live a couple of times with my wizard in a raiding guild, and I don't really know what anyone was doing. I was just jousting, coming in, nuking, hiding, coming in, nuking, hiding. And I could do that on these characters. I could set up a routine where they run back and forth, and I could use something like Gina to time the AoE. But I just haven't figured that out. It's not like beyond me. I just don't have time right now. I just enjoy just murdering the mobs. If I get into situations like this where I have to do, kind of running back and forth with silence type mobs or disempowering type mobs, I will. But for now, we're okay. So what I'm gonna do is have Dave run out and get hit by the AoE of silence, and then I'm gonna back out and hopefully buy myself 12 seconds to debuff him. I might just kind of engage on right away instead of like waiting for debuffs and aggro generation. So we'll see. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And just to point out, I do. Oh, crap. Guys, do not follow me. Oh my god. You see that? I forgot to turn follow off. That happened. Good thing I didn't run too far. I do not have a complete heal rotation as of right now. I just haven't set it up yet, and I haven't needed it. I will probably set it up when I move to Velius, because that's when it's going to become a lot more important. J-Boost, just go a little speed. Gonna use this. Oh, there's 2 Xygozes. What the hell? What just happened? Oh, so fun story, and I'm gonna have to pause the video to rebuff everyone now. There are 2 Xygozes because hold on a second. Did everyone? Oh, only I died. Okay, great. So, oh no, here comes the rest of them. So there are 2 Xygozes because Veeshan's Peak 2.0 must have still been up when I spawned 1.0. So let's just see. I have GM mode on. We're gonna hear a bunch of beeps. So yeah, there's the 814,000 hit point level 70 Xygoz. So I'm gonna quickly kill him just to get him off the map, and we're just gonna let everyone die now. And what I'm gonna do is that really sucked. I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't even see him standing there. I came in the room to clear it out, and I did not see the other Xygoz. So that means there's probably a couple of dragons that have a second one up. So yeah, you can actually pick which Veeshan's Peak to spawn, and in this case, they were both up, and that can actually happen. So you have to be wary of that. So that's okay. We're just gonna summon everyone back and pause the video while I rebuff, and I'll be back in a second. So just give me one moment. All right, we're as buffed as we're gonna be, and we're gonna try this again. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's okay. It's okay. It's no big deal. All right, we're gonna just sit and think about this for a second. I'm gonna keep the clerics here, so I'm gonna have everyone stop where they are. Then I'm gonna do follow me, not clerics, and hopefully we can avoid this. Excuse me. Hopefully we can avoid the silence, and hopefully we can keep getting heals because I don't always know how heal line of sight works. It's supposed to be that if you have that you don't need line of sight for healing, but I've actually caught, whether it's an error or not, I've caught some spells that are heals that do not go through walls. So we're just gonna see what happens. So if we die, we die. Otherwise, it is what it is. So let's try this again, and we're gonna make sure this is the correct one. Just toggle GM mode real quick. Make sure I got the right Xygoz. I do. That's the easier one. So we had 1.0 and 2.0 combined. So we're gonna run up here and get him to pop his silence breath. He just popped it. We're gonna back him up and switch auto attack and get him around the corner. And we're gonna debuff him as fast as possible before he uses silence again. Looks like we're getting some. All right, that's good. We're getting some stuff on, and we're just gonna freaking burn him down because having all my casters silenced is gonna make this fight very challenging. Not very challenging, just longer. As you can see, he's going down really slowly, and Dave doesn't even have aggro. This is not good. But at least my tank has it. I have a tank with aggro. Now the question is anyone getting healed? And it looks like the answer is possibly not. It looks like we are not getting. Oh no, I just got a heal. Okay. So, but not a lot of heals. It looks like I'm not. No, I don't think I'm getting healed. Okay, I am. Okay. Okay, and we got him slowed. Perfect. So, really, the problem is going to be now is I'm going to try quick burning him. So we're going to do / quick burns, which I actually have a hotkey for. I could have clicked that, but this will get the melee to use their defensive discipline, their offensive disciplines, to burn them down just a little bit faster. I have that programmed into the macro that when you use a quick burn command, the rogues, the berserkers, the monks, they use one of their offensive disciplines. So you can see he's going down a little faster. But because everyone is probably silenced, or most people are silenced, he's going down pretty slow. And I'm going to see if I can pull him around the corner a little further, see if the casters can hit him a little easier. Being very careful not to silence my clerics. So we can get everyone to come over here. And just see if I can... I mean, he's almost dead at this point, but just to be certain, let's see if we just burn him down just a little quicker. And he's killing my tanks because Dave keeps losing aggro, but that's okay. It's no big deal. I have experience loss turned off, so I never lose experience. I didn't make a raid team to grind experience, so once I got to max level, I stay at max level and I don't lose experience. So again, he's dropping loot that are mostly all weapons. It looks like they are all weapons. So I have no reason to loot this stuff because honestly, I have the epic weapons. And I, again, don't know why Veeshan's Peak drops so many weapons and not a lot of armor. So as I might have said in my previous video, we're not going to farm Veeshan's Peak and make videos of it. We're just going to do each fight once. Because I don't feel that there's much value to doing Veeshan's Peak after you've gotten your epic. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post videos. I'm going to try Nexona. She's probably going to kill me. Who else is left? We have Nexona. What's down here? Faradar. I think there's like... Is there one more? I don't know my way around this zone too well. Let's see. Anyway, while I'm trying to figure that out... Oh, there's Drusk. We'll fight him too. So, if you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you comment, please let me know what you'd like to see. You know, if you'd like to see... I can do other stuff too. Like, I can simulate fights. I can summon a few mobs at once, or... You know, I've done a few videos where I fight like multiple raid targets simultaneously. I can do stuff like that too. So if you'd like to see something like that, please put that in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, I will see you guys soon in the next video, and you have a good one.